Hello, James here, M6PCG, and this is part 3 of my QUANSHENT radio review. I've had quite a few comments since I put the first two reviews on, and I've got mixed feelings towards this radio, to be honest. I'm not 100% convinced. First of all, I have tried to program this radio using its keypad. It's not the easiest, the instructions aren't very clear, but I do have a programming lead and the software for this. So I installed the software, plugged in the cables, thinking I'd be able to tune it in the same way I've tuned all my other radios in. As you can see by looking at the screen, it doesn't give you any options on here to type in a name for your channel. Now, I have found out from another user that you can have a channel display rather than a frequency display, and it's a channel display I want. But using this programming software, as you can see, on the left hand side you've got RX frequency, you've got TX frequency, then you've got your DCS codes and decodes. Also doubles up to CTCSS codes as well, that does. You've got your steps, your reverse, TX power, scrambling on and off. That's quite a nice feature. If you've got two radios that are the same, you can have the scramble mode, so only other users with the same radios can descramble them. You've got wideband, narrowband, busy set and frequency range. There's no option in there to type in what you want to call the channel. So when you do program your radio, you only get channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, all the way up to the very top, as many frequencies that you got programmed, or the frequency range. I don't know whether you can then manually override those and then using your radio type them in. I don't know. But so far, that's where we're up to with that. It is a good radio. Now, I've had a few messages from Western DC who has just ordered one of these, and I hope you get it soon. I had to wait just over a week for mine, and I think it does say you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks maybe, but no, within a week, just over a week, I think it sort of came to the post. It is a good radio if you know the frequencies that you want to use and you want to type them in, and you're not relying on giving this radio to someone who can't operate it properly but just needs to turn a dial to find the channel number. Then it is quite a good radio. The quality is nice. I like the display. I like the green display on this radio, and it does have quite a good clear carrier to it. I would use these. The one issue I have is that I'm very used to using the Wuxen radios, which I do find a little bit easier to use. It seems to make a little bit more sense. Virtually identical, same size. The great advantage of this is that you've got your channel selector on the top, it's a rotating dial, whereas this one, the channel selector, you've got little arrow buttons to go up. But you do have a nice clear display. At the moment, as you can see, if you can see this at all, it's just saying channel 1, CH1 on the top. That's what I want to program to my own typing. I will have the PMR channels and the general radio frequencies programmed into this radio, so it'll probably end up by saying just something like channel 1, channel 2, channel 3 anyway, so it probably will work the way it is. And I think maybe once I've got this programmed with the frequencies using the programming cable, I'll probably end up by having to just re-edit the channel numbers on these and the names to suit myself. Western DC, you want to use it for out and about, and you want something that's fairly robust and well built. This is a well built radio. This has been dropped a few times as well, and luckily it does still work, and it's not seemed to damage or affect the casing or the battery whatsoever. The clip is quite a good strong clip. It's got quite a wide gap for a largish belt, and it's got quite a powerful spring. This clip is held on with 2 little crosshead screws, one each side, and again it does feel fairly sturdy. This I would be confident in using out and about on the field. When I have been out and about using these radios in the past, for instance using the KS2s, these you don't really feel like it's a good quality radio. It does feel fairly cheap. They do work quite well, but if you used to drop these, or if you start using them in the rain, I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that where you've got your buttons on the top and around the perimeter of the volume, and these buttons, moisture and water and a little bit of rain will get in there quite easily. I wouldn't have much faith in using that out and about. This one, a bit more faith in. Yeah, possibly the Wuxen as well. Going back onto the Mytek, I do feel that these are a lot more robust, and these probably would cope a lot better than any other radio I have for the moment. But then again, you're paying for that, aren't you? When you do buy these radios from China, Hong Kong, wherever, you are paying a very, very low price, and you're getting quite a lot for your money. But don't expect them to last if you to severely drop them and abuse them, get them wet, because I honestly don't think they would. But if you look after them, and for what I use them for, they're ideal. The Wuxen's a little bit more expensive, but I think you've got a few more extra features. With this one, you get a beep every time you press a button. I've not found a way yet of turning that off. I can't find anything in the instructions. I've gone through the menu system and I can't find a way to do that. The backlight as well. The backlight, I can't get any options on the screen to vary that time. A lot of the time you can have it switched off altogether, or have it on automatic or on continuously. I have not managed to find that on this radio, so you don't have that much control over that. It's little things like this which, you know, doesn't really affect the general day-to-day running or working of the radio, but it does make a difference when you compare it to something else that does do what you want. The microphone and speaker socket, these are all standard sizes. You've got a larger plug at the bottom and a smaller one at the top, and they're all pretty much standard. And I use the same accessories, same programming leads, and the same this microphone like this one, which works on all of these radios, including the Mytek. So that is one of the great advantages of it. Charging. Now, I said originally that the power supply that came with this radio was 15 volts AC. Okay, that's what it said on the sticker. When I've done a few tests and I've tried and played, just an ordinary 12 volt DC power supply will charge these in exactly the same way without doing any damage whatsoever. That's what I found, and I've done it a few times, which is ideal if you want to go out and about and you want to be able to charge it from using a cigar lighter lead. You don't have to get any fancy adapters. So if I find the correct charge, there we go. So stick it in its charger, stick an ordinary lead into there for your cigar lighter, exactly the same lead as you can use for any of these radios. It will charge up just as well, and that's what I found, and that's what I do. So all in all, my review, my feelings, yeah, it's better than I thought it was going to be after my first two reviews. I do like using this radio. It does feel a good solid radio. Open squelch, and you've got a little torch, which not really used yet. But all in all, yeah, it's a good radio. Again, I'm hoping to do a field test very soon, where I'll be filming all these handhelds in operation with a friend of mine, trying to cover quite a large distance. I'm going to just compare, using exactly the same weather conditions and the surroundings, just compare which radio actually works better. That one will be coming up soon. I did hope to do that today, but through circumstances out of my control, we were unable to get out. So keep watching, and that's what we'll be doing. Anyway, that's the review on the QUANSHENG. If I can find anything else to talk about or to inform you about, then I'll certainly get back online and do another video. But at the moment, that's all I've got to say about it. So, any questions or any comments, please feel free to comment. Subscribe to me if you can, and keep watching for my next videos.